Hey everyone, my name is Matt and this is Logan, and welcome back to Cobb Hill Farms. Let's take a walk over and see how Logan's pumpkins are doing. By now it's been about 8 days since he planted them, and hey, they're coming out of the ground already. A week after Logan planted his pumpkins, I came out here just to see how things were doing. We had 1.25 inches rain by that point, and just as I was expecting, each hill had pumpkin plants coming out of the ground. They germinated well. Everything's really looking good, so he's off to a good start out here with his pumpkins. Well, I guess I better cattle proof this gate because it's not mounted to nothing, so I gotta at least make sure they don't knock it over. Well, that worked out well. Let's try this again. There, that's been driving me nuts. I'm standing in our small cow pasture. We don't have any calves here on the farm this spring. I had a whole video talking about why we chose not to buy calves this spring. But this needs a haircut, so instead of just coming in with a tractor and mowing it down, we're gonna let the cows in here and let them eat down whatever they want for a day, and then we'll put them back out in here. And the pasture that they usually go out on is about 3 to 4 days away from being ready to turn them out onto again, so this will be a nice little snack for them to have for the day. Come on, you know you want to. Come on, let's go. There you go. You got the idea. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. It's been a while since you guys and ladies have been out in here, huh? So while we wait for the pig's water to fill, I wanted to take you out and show you the area that we seeded down here about a month and a half or so ago. This seeding turned out perfect in my eyes. When I seeded it at pretty much double the rate in anticipation of it coming in nice and thick. I didn't really want any bare spots because I wanted it to be into use as soon as possible. And that's exactly what happened. Yeah, there was some weeds in it. You get that with a spring seeding, but now that Logan came through and clipped it with a New Holland and the bush hog, hopefully the grass that's here will start to crowd out the weeds and the weeds will slowly start going away. So I want to get a pasture box up here because the piece of property where we run the broilers right now is going to be used in the wedding, and I want to get all the square chicken box spots out of that area and get them up here. And we have a box empty now, so we're gonna get that moved up here after the pig water is done. We're gonna make a little bit of a water hole for the pigs here. It's gonna be upper 80s and tomorrow's supposed to be near 90, so we wanna give them a little bit of a way to cool off. So I think they'll enjoy their little water hole they can root around in. After I had Logan mow the new seating down, I came out in this area just off the chicken coop with the tractor and the bush hog, and I got about 3/4 done. And then I had what you would call a catastrophic, life-ending failure for the brush hog mower. So this is, but not going to be for much longer, as it's going to go to the scrapyard, our 5-foot bush hog brush mower. This thing is about 35 years old. My dad bought this at the same time he bought the Super C to maintain the property. This comes from what used to be a tractor dealership just up the road, about 1/8 of a mile. This problem all started a year ago when I was out mowing a different area. I think I was out mowing in the woods, and I caught a stump or a rock or something. I don't remember what now. Well, it deflected the blade up through a rust hole that had already started about that big in the deck, and it proceeded to tear a bigger hole in the deck and slice the deck halfway back to that rear support. So I pounded it down, got everything in a way that it was still functional. I ended up going to get new bolts to hold the blades on. They're kind of a different design. Nowadays they have a hex on them, and they go up in a recess that's hex so the bolt can't spin. Well, this style is perfectly round, so you got to find a way to hold the bolt from turning while you're tightening it up. Then you got to line up a cotter pin. It's kind of a odd setup if you ask me. When I went to the dealer to get the bolts, you couldn't even get them anymore. They just luckily happened to have one set left on the shelf, so I bought them, put them on, sharpened the blades, new bolts, we were good. Well, when I was down there mowing that area by the chicken coop, there must have been a rock in there that I didn't know was in there. Well, guess what? I found it, and it proceeded to tear the hole even larger and slice the deck all the way back to that rear support. And I said, you know what, now with that big hole and the rest of the shape this thing is in, I said to heck with it. I'm going to salvage the PTO shaft and the gearbox, maybe the tail wheel, I don't know, we'll see about that. But it's going to get loaded on the trailer and it's going to the scrapyard. So bye-bye bush hog. Not having that bush hog is really not that big of a deal. We still got the sickle bar mower, so, and I actually use a sickle bar more than I use that thing. I only really use that for when I mow large pasture areas, but I can do that with the sickle bar too. Well, I think the pigs got a big enough pool, so I think we've given them enough water. So we're going to turn that off and be done with that. This was the first run for this box. This is the one we built earlier in the year. It worked flawless just like the other box did. The only thing I am going to change on this one is the location of where the water drinker is. Over there it's kind of hard to get to because this having a solid net top. The other box is removable. This one I made solid. It's harder to get to if you got to tinker with the box or move it up or down or whatever. So I'm going to take and move it from over there to, I think, somewhere towards the middle. So we're just going to have to see. I'm going to have to play around with that and see where it's going to work the best. Well, this box is ready to be used other than moving the water for the next batch of chicks whenever we bring them out. You should have seen the look on his face when I did that. Scared him half to death. We might as well take care of this prickly thing while we've got the loader here. Look like the cattle are doing pretty good. Seem like they've eaten a little bit down, got her trampled down. Well, it was nice having a little bit of a break, not working in the shop today, enjoying a little bit of sunshine, getting some other things done around the farm. I know my arms are thanking me for not being in the shop. 6 hours of running that wire wheel yesterday was quite a bit. I guess I'm getting a little bit soft, seeing as I'm not turning wrenches for a living every day. But getting the cattle out on pasture, I was glad to have them out on some green grass. They've been eating hay in the hay feeder for about 3 weeks now, so in the next week or so we'll get them moved out on a normal pasture. With the 1.25 inch rain we had and some warmer temperatures coming, that grass is surely going to grow, that's for sure. I'd like to take a moment and thank everybody that has commented on the videos. We've had an overwhelming response to our videos, and the positive comments are awesome. I try to get back to everybody. It's just, you know, it's taking more and more time to do that because we've had a lot of comments, and I'm not complaining by any means. So keep the comments coming. I welcome criticism, whatever, keep it constructive at least. But again, I really appreciate the interaction with the viewers. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like our channel, we ask you to subscribe. We hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time.